In life, many of us fall into the same trap, comparing ourselves to others. We look at someone and think, why can't I be like them? Why is their life better than mine? This habit slowly steals our peace, making us feel smaller, unworthy, and unhappy. And in today's world, with social media filled with perfect pictures and shining moments, this feeling of comparison has become even stronger. But what if we told you the secret to happiness is not in becoming someone else, but in accepting yourself just as you are? Let's listen to this story carefully till the end. One morning, a crow was flying across the sky when he saw a beautiful swan swimming gracefully in a pond. The swan's white feathers sparkled under the sunlight, and the villagers admired it, smiling and taking pictures. The crow landed nearby and thought to himself, everyone loves that swan. No one ever admires me. Maybe they hate me because of my black feathers. Feeling sad, he flew closer to the pond. But as soon as the villagers saw him, they waved their hands to chase him away. Hurt and embarrassed, the crow flew deep into the forest and landed on a quiet branch. With tears in his eyes, he whispered, if only I had white feathers like that swan, then people would love me too. Just then, an old crow flew past and noticed the young one crying. Why are you so sad, little one? He asked. The crow replied, I hate my black feathers. They're ugly. Everyone avoids me. I wish I looked like the swan, so white and beautiful. The old crow smiled kindly and said, if you truly wish to look like another bird, there's a magical spring deep in this forest. If you bathe there with a pure heart, you can change your appearance. But before you go, why not ask the swan if it's truly happy? The young crow agreed and flew back to the pond. He landed near the swan and said, dear swan, your feathers are so white and shiny. Everyone loves you. You must be the happiest bird in the world. The swan looked down sadly and replied, my friend, thank you for your kind words. My feathers may be beautiful, but I'm not free. People keep me as a pet. I live in fear that one day, when I grow old, they might use me for my meat. I wish I could fly freely like you. The crow was surprised. Then who do you think is the happiest bird? He asked. The swan smiled faintly and said, maybe the parrot. People love its colorful feathers and they don't harm it. The crow thanked the swan and flew off to find a parrot. After a long search, he saw a bright green parrot perched on a tree branch, its feathers glowing beautifully in the sunlight. Dear parrot, the crow said, your feathers are so colorful and lovely. You must be the happiest bird. The parrot sighed. My feathers may look beautiful, but they are also my curse. Because of them, people keep me locked in cages. I can't fly where I want. I spend my days talking to humans, but I miss the open sky. The crow felt even more confused. Then who do you think is the happiest bird? The parrot smiled gently and said, it must be the peacock. Everyone admires its feathers, and it lives in a grand cage in the zoo. People adore it. So the crow thanked the parrot and flew straight to the zoo to meet the peacock. Inside, he saw a magnificent peacock spreading its colorful tail while dozens of visitors took pictures and cheered. The crow approached and said, dear peacock, your feathers are so stunning. People admire you all day. You must be the happiest bird alive. The peacock looked at him with sad eyes and replied, you're wrong, my friend. I am not happy at all. People love my feathers so much that they pluck them and sell them. Every time they do it, I feel pain. And even though my cage is big, I am still trapped inside. I wish I could fly freely like you. You are lucky, no one bothers you, and you can go anywhere. The crow was stunned. He had always wanted to be like others, but now he realized that every bird had its own troubles. He thanked the peacock, flew out of the zoo, and returned to the wise old crow in the forest. I don't want to be anyone else, he said. I finally understand. I am happiest as I am. The old crow smiled and nodded. That's the secret to happiness, my child. Stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone has their own struggles, their own story. When you appreciate what you have, you'll find peace. The young crow looked up at the sky, spread his black wings, and soared higher than ever before. He no longer wanted to be white or colorful or admired. He just wanted to be himself. Moral of the story: true happiness doesn't come from having what others have. It comes from loving what you already have. Stop comparing yourself. Be grateful for your life, because no one can be a better version of you than you.